MJ. She's my guest today.
Hello.
I've known MJ for a year and a half.
Something like that.
Yeah. We met through BMX. I wanted to interview her because she's married to someone who has had cancer. She's also a BMX mom who volunteers at the track and is on the board for our BMX race team. She's pretty awesome. And she's on the board at the track. Lots of things going on with you.
Yeah.
Just a busy life. But that's how we like it. I do anyway.
I thrive in chaos.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. Because, like, when we had those 2 weeks off of racing, that was, like, torture.
It's so, like, Sean hates. I'll be like, okay, we get to relax today. And then I'll be laying on the couch and I'll be like, let's work on this house project.
Yeah.
And he's like, I thought we were relaxing.
I can't.
No.
Well, I've gotten better about it. And I think racing did that to me because the adrenaline dump is... I'm out for like an hour or two after racing.
At night, like after doing something, I mean, I'll sleep hard.
Yeah.
And I love sleeping in if I get the opportunity. But if I'm up, like, it's hard to just sit there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, if we don't have anything going on, I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Let's go do something.
Yeah.
If we watch a movie, I fall asleep. Jason falls asleep, so it's...
Yeah. That about sums it up.
Yeah, unless the kids are watching it with us, they'll keep us up. But so tell us who you are, where you grew up, and what you did as a kid.
Oh, goodness. So I'm from Milwaukee, and I grew up in rural Milwaukee, so, like, when I went to college in Winona, so more remote like here, and that was hard, because I was used to anything I wanted 20 minutes away. I couldn't believe the closest airport was 2 hours. Like, it was a culture shock for sure. So, like, growing up around farm life and all that, like, I was obsessed with horses, but I went to horse camp, you know. None of my friends had horses. Like, 4-H wasn't a thing. So, huge difference there. But, let's see. I grew up, I have a brother who's 9 years younger. Parents got divorced when I was about 9. Grew up really close to my grandparents, and, yeah, kind of the kid thing, you know, played soccer, played other sports, and I was a quiet kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not.
I was a quiet one.
No. My mom would always get told at conferences, she talks too much. I did.
I was probably told I should talk more.
Yeah. That's like Taylor. She was quiet in school. Well, how did you meet your husband?
We worked together, actually. I was his supervisor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We worked at a group home, and he was brought on, and I was like, ooh, he's cute. and then I was training him that first day, and then we became really good friends, and then a couple of years later, we ended up kindling, but I always had a crush on him. Like, if I saw him at the bars, I'd be like, a dorky kid, the typical girl at the bar trying to get attention, well, not typical, I suppose, but, you know, like, oh, maybe he'll notice me, but. Yeah.
So then he finally asked you out?
Well, no.
Or you
I was married before.
Oh, you were?
Mm-hmm. Short-lived. We don't need to talk about that one. So when I moved back to Winona after that, and we just kind of reconnected, and it was almost kind of instant. Yeah, it was
cool.
He was really supportive through it. It was not a good situation I was in, so he was just really there for me, and it just kind of blossomed. Yeah, and we've been together ever since.
How long has it been now?
We've been together 12, 13 years.
Okay.
Yep, and we've been married for, it'll be our 10th anniversary this summer.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going to do anything cool?
Well, I mean, we talked about it, but now there's grands. You know, we're
BMX took
we
over.
both turned 40 this year, and it's our 10th year anniversary. We're like, we had always said we'll go on vacation or whatever, and now we're like, well, BMX life, here we are.
I know, I think I asked Sean one day, I was like, because he said you both turned 40 this year. I was like, well, so do I. We should all go to Nashville together.
That's what we had talked about.
And to go celebrate our 40th birthdays.
Mhm.
And then we kind of like looked at each other, and I'm like, well, I want to go to Grand's this year. And he's like, I think we are too. I was like, well, just a thought.
We'll have to celebrate there because isn't your birthday, right?
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
My birthday falls on Friday the 13th. My 40th birthday.
Oh.
I told my mom, I was like, I'm not leaving the house.
I was
that
going to
day.
say, we might have to have an in-home party.
Right. I'm not leaving that day.
I wouldn't either.
I hate Friday the 13th.
That's funny.
So, were you together? You weren't together during his first round
Correct.
of cancer.
Yeah, so he's had 2 different kinds of cancer. Before we were together, so his early 20s, he had stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Stage 4? Oh my goodness.
So he's a fighter. And so he went through intense chemo and all of that. You know, they told him, they even took like sperm because you probably won't be able to have kids.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and then he beat cancer then.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then so Caleb was just under 1, and he had, it looked like a skin take at first,
Mm-hmm.
and then it because like it was light in color, and they always say cancer is like dark and all that. And I said, you know, just with your history, let's just go get checked out. And he originally, like, all of his stuff was at Mayo, but I was like, well, let's do the U of M.
Yeah.
You know, I would trust the U of M. They didn't even, no, there's no way, yada, yada.
Well, and because he was young still, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And so they wouldn't even do a scan or anything, and so we're like, okay. Well, 6 months later, like, it kept growing a little bit. And Caleb, being a baby, he would grab it.
Oh.
And, like, play with it. And it made Sean super self-conscious. I said, go get it removed. Like,
Yeah.
I would. And then all of a sudden, we got a call from the doctor that we weren't expecting. That, because they send everything in for samples, and it's cancer. So then, I was like, we're going to Mayo.
Yeah.
That's where everything else was, so in Rochester. So luckily we were able to get in there, and they did the scan, and it, you know, so right here you have tons of lymph nodes.
Yep.
And it ran deep. So they did the first surgery to remove the area,
Mm-hmm.
and they took like at least 100 lymph nodes in that area. And then 2 days later, they called and said, we don't think we got all of it. So they had to go back in and remove more. So he has a gnarly scar there. I said, well, it looks like a badass bar fight.
Yeah. See, I didn't even notice it at first.
Yeah. Well, it's blended in nice.
Yeah. But like when he turns certain ways or something, then you can see it.
Yeah. That was Yeah, it goes from here all the way down to like here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he was off work for a few months, recovering from that, and we were going to Mayo every few weeks for treatment, and then every month, and yeah, it was. Of course, I told him you never do it light,
Right.
Actually, the first thing I said was, if you need more attention, you could have just said something. You didn't have to go and get cancer again.
Right.
That's my dark humor in it. But that was hard, just because like it was scary, because there were no other signs. Even dermatologists, they probably wouldn't have suspected that was cancer either, and so now that I'm in his life, I make sure that he goes to every dermatologist appointment. He goes to everything.
Yeah.
But actually, just
a couple months ago.
Months ago, yeah, he finally graduated from it. So after, let's see, 6 years of.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
How long did he have chemo with that one, or just
He
radiation?
Actually neither. He had he had infusions.
Oh, okay.
So he had PET scans and infusions monthly. And so he did a lot better with that. But like the first cancer doctor we met with was telling me all these scary things.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta watch, like, if all of a sudden he said something that doesn't make sense, like, his brain could be deteriorating, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
Well, who do I call? Like, do I not just go to the ER? Like, I don't know. We don't live in Rochester, you know? And then we met with another doctor who was a lot better and a lot more, because that was not an appointment I was expecting to get into. So she was fabulous. I love Dr. Lisa. She was great. And but yeah, he had that, and I mean, it took it out of him, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So pretty thankful for that. And it was just super scary, because they said once it was in the lymph nodes, it could have gone everywhere. So yeah, again, he kicked cancer's ass twice.
That's
and I
so
said,
crazy.
You are not allowed to do it a third time, sir.
Right. Right.
No, sir.
So, like, you didn't notice, like, a change in him or anything before? It was just that little skin tag.
Yeah. Yeah, but also, we had Mason, who was 2, and Caleb, who was 6 months. So sleep deprivation and trying to figure out life as new parents.
2 kids,
and so, but no.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What was your first thought when you heard the news that it was cancer? Like, did it just, like, obviously it rocks your world.
Yeah. Hi, honey. Well, it was kind of a heart drop. I remember he called me, and I was home with my mom, and my grandma was there. And I just remember being like, Sean has cancer. I don't know. And then once I got together, like, okay, well, you know what? Let's see what the doctors say.
Yeah.
So had to be strong for him too, and the kids have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, they were way too little.
So yeah, Sean kept asking me, like, are you okay? Like, this is really hard on, family and stuff too. Like, I don't show my emotion a lot. So
yeah.
And so I'm probably it probably looked like it was just another day to him, and so I had to be really careful of like, I do care.
Yeah.
But we don't know until we know.
Yep.
And I have to run off of that, we have 2 young kids. I'm not gonna jump to the worst conclusions. But it was hard. I remember one time specifically, he was playing in the backyard with the boys. It was summer. And I think they were playing catch or something, and Caleb's crawling around, and Mason's learning how to catch a ball. And I was making dinner, and we have a little window over our sink, and I broke down then, just like, do I need to like remember this, video this? Are they not going to be able to do that next summer?
Right.
Like, you don't know. Like, so did I jump to some conclusions? Absolutely. I think that was natural, maybe.
I think everybody would.
Yeah. But other than that, like, it was good. My best friend, we've been friends for 20 years. She was my rock. She would come over, and I think that's when I could kind of like
let it out,
and then I'd be good.
Yeah.
And you kind of, I don't know, it's balance. He was out of work, so I was on FMLA intermittently. So grateful for my mom and his parents. They were super helpful with the kids. And my mom was with us for a long time with his surgeries and while he was out of work, so she really like helped with the house and the boys, and so we're so lucky to have had that support. I think, had I not had that extra support, I think things would have been different for me mentally. But
yeah, I mean, anybody that's going through that, if you don't have the support, it's going to make it 100 times harder.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was a single mom, and I can't applaud single parents enough. I don't know how you guys do it. I know you just gotta, I suppose you just gotta do it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to have to find out what it's like.
I don't either.
But I kept telling him that too, I think.
Yeah.
My dark humor, I don't know if it was always appreciated, but that's how I cope.
That's how I
make really inappropriate jokes that I mean to be funny. So
my whole family's like that, and I don't think Jason's family is like that so much.
Yeah, Sean's family is not.
So I have to like try to watch what I say, because like my mom, when we found out she had breast cancer, I remember me, my dad, my mom, and my sister were sitting in this room because they called me when I was at work, and I was like, damn it, I know what they're gonna say. Mm-hmm. They're like, you need to come here. So we're all in this room, and me and my sister are like ugly girl crying, and I was like, well, I asked the doctor, I was like, can't you just cut them off and give her new ones? And like, he's like, well, and my mom's like, I don't want to do that. And my dad's like, well, there's not much to cut off. Like, and, I mean, we all were crying, laughing, but that's just how my family is.
That's how they function too.
And my kids are the same way. And I don't know, like, we just make jokes about everything, but obviously we feel the same as other people.
100%, just outwardly, we look real crass.
Yes,
Yeah.
And I remember, I don't know why she thought it was a good idea, we went to a restaurant after. And
I'm sure that was a fun time.
They, like, put us in this back room, and my brother met us there. And, like, we're all like, I don't even want to eat. And we're all cracking jokes about Mom having breast cancer, and people probably thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
But they put us in a back room, so we were kind of by ourselves, which was probably a good thing. But Me and my sister are like, I don't want to eat.
Yeah,
like, we're
yeah,
not hungry.
yeah.
But it was something to do to get my mom's mind off of stuff. So,
for sure.
But yes, I know how you feel with that dark sense of humor.
I appreciate it when there are others who can
Yes.
bond over that with me
Yes.
versus looking at me like,
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Mhm. Yeah, I always feel like people look at me funny when I make jokes at inappropriate times, and it's like, I can't help it. Like, it just happens.
It does. It just comes out.
Yeah. Like word vomit. I
Yep.
can't.
Yeah, when people are like, I'm sorry, I hope I didn't offend you. I'm like, oh, I promise. I'm harder to offend than I might look.
Yes, me too. So you had your mom and his parents. So did they take the boys while you guys went to all of his appointments?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really nice.
That was a blessing.
Yeah.
Because I went to every single appointment, every single scan, all of that. Oh, and mind you, that was during COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was a challenge in itself. And so, like, surgery nights, they did allow me to come in the hospital, but it was like real short periods. So, luckily, like that time I got a hotel, and so Rochester's right by Winona, so we have a bunch of friends there, and so I remember my friend Heather came up and spent some time, and like our friend Brian, and like they couldn't come and see him, but so it was nice being able to just, be but not completely alone. And,
Yeah.
but I will say, like, they were absolutely wonderful because, like, I got away with him in the waiting room, like, before surgery. But once they took him back, I wasn't allowed back. But they texted me updates on everything, which was awesome because the surgery went longer than it was expected to. And, like, I don't know who it was, but at least it sounded like the surgeon was like, it wasn't like an automated message. It was like, we're okay, things are going a little further, he's doing great, we'll let you know when he's in recovery, and then, okay, now you can come in. Or actually, I couldn't see him until he was transferred to a room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, he's going to kill me for sharing this, but I'm going to share it. So, he was still, it was the first surgery, I think, he was still super loopy. And it was like the middle of the night now, okay? And so I was up there, and there's no one else. He had a male nurse. He just got moved in there, and, he's in the gown.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hon, we gotta, like, let's at least put a blanket on or something. And he's like, why? He's just, like, flailing, and I'm like, just please put a blanket, it's not just the two of us here. And he's like, he starts saying, are my balls out? And I'm like, yes, honey, yes, they are. And he's like, and he starts singing AC/DC, I got big balls.
Oh my God.
And it was I was dying, and he's gonna be so mad if he watches this. But yeah, that was I made that surgery. That's what I remember from that surgery day.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're singing, I got the biggest balls of them all.
Yep.
That whole floor heard you.
We had, Jason had a scare like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago maybe. It was right when I started racing. It was like the first state race or something at the track, and he had got a call from the doctor saying they saw something in his intestines and whatever. It just turned out to be one of those polyps or something. But he had to go in and get a colonoscopy.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and I remember I got called back, and he was coming to, and he had the gown on, and he still had his shoes and socks on. And I was like, you left your shoes and socks on? And he looks at me and he goes, I'm not gay, am I? He doesn't remember saying that to me. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, no, it was a medical procedure. It doesn't mean you're gay. He's like, okay, good. I was like, you still didn't answer my question. Why are your shoes and socks on? So, yeah. That was Jason.
That's good. That's good.
Yep. It was so funny. He's like, I didn't ask you that. I was like, yeah, you did. That's all I remember.
Oh, I won't forget that one.
Yep,
honey.
I remember doing homework in my car waiting for the doctors to tell me he was done. And I only did that so I could smoke while doing homework. But, yeah, I was like, well, that was really fast. So I went up there and that doesn't mean I'm gay, does it? No, you're good.
No, honey, it's called a medical procedure.
Yeah. After he finished his treatments and got the all clear and stuff, was it like 100-pound weight lifted?
It was actually a surprise because originally they told us that, melanoma you'll always have it.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she told us, I don't need to see you unless the dermatologist says you do.
That's
I was
crazy.
So it was a shock. Yeah. But it was, we made the best of like all of that though. Like, being your parents, we never got time away,
Yeah.
And so like, because his scans always had to be like 6 hours before our appointment. So his scans were like at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would always go down the night before and, just really got to use that time to talk and
just be together.
Just be together and be ourselves. And we always did a Costco run. And we would get lunch, So like we made the best out of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that was super important too for us. We always got caribou and so yeah. When the doctor told us, we were like, oh man, we didn't even plan anything. So we went and had a Costco hot dog before this.
Yeah. Those are the best hot dogs.
Yeah. So yeah. So that was a surprise, I guess. So it was like, holy shit.
What stage? So I don't know much about.
So melanoma was this last one. And they were saying it doesn't.
It doesn't go by stages?
Not necessarily, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
And they were thinking like it went into his lungs.
Oh, okay.
All of that, because they did quite a few tests throughout it where they had to put him out to like scrape down in his intestine, or not his esophagus, and
make sure it wasn't in there.
Yeah, so they did that a few times, and so it was a journey, and it was one of those that like I know some people like find out about something, and that all they want to do is read about all of it.
I don't like to do that.
I don't either, unless it's going to be a proactive thing.
Yeah.
And so I'll be honest, like, I'm sure lots of other people know much more about it than I do. I could not mentally if I went down that road, I think I would have been very different. Just like, because then what do you read? You read the worst of the worst. And even finding out more information about it, like, no, tell me what I need to know. Okay, I need to watch for any other spots on his body. Great, I can do that.
Yeah.
I need to, but I don't want to know what could be. I want to know how I need to be proactive about it. Otherwise, yeah. So yes and no. Obviously it was rejoice, but
yes. You're still always gonna have that little fear.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, but except no, I'm not gonna stress over that because he's not allowed to.
Right. Yes.
Damn it, Sean, you're not allowed to get it.
Yeah,
again.
you hear that? If you do, the whole team's gonna come after you.
Yep. Booted.
Yep. So when you met him,
Mhm.
he had finished all of his treatments from his first round of cancer. So did you guys like have to plan your life differently than how you wanted it to be?
I wouldn't say a whole lot. We did start trying for kids earlier because we thought it could possibly
Yeah.
not. Actually, he was convinced that he wouldn't be able to. We got pregnant right away.
Oh, so that was, yep.
Yep. And then, but even with the second, we, again, we're like, oh, well, we want them to, be at least a few years apart. But again, we got married when we were 30,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to be super old having kids.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, we both agreed, well, we did get lucky the first time, but
Yeah.
even without the cancer, you never know what happens.
No, you don't.
So, yeah, well, apparently very fertile. And his gun was shooting. So, yeah, from there on out, we're like, all right, well,
we know it works.
it works. So, but two's enough. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, other than that, though, no, we didn't. I can't say I didn't think about, right after we got married is when we moved up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I did think about, should we be moving closer to Rochester? It wasn't cheap,
Yeah.
driving and all that. So, but other than that, other than thoughts, no, I don't think it changed our life as much as it could have.
Yeah.
We rolled with the punches.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys were able to have kids.
Me too.
Your kids are pretty awesome. I love those two. Obviously you still worry about them. I couldn't, every day I'd think about it.
So Mr. I never wore sunscreen before.
Now wear sunscreen, right?
Well,
sometimes.
Better
Okay.
than he was. But let me tell you, that first summer, I had one for his car, because he worked outside.
Oh, yeah.
In his work truck, and I was like, "Is your sun?" I still do that though. Do you spray it? Do you put on sunscreen yet? No. Put on the sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
This is a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
We're not going through this again.
Jason does not wear sunscreen.
What?
No, and he's
He's a
ginger. He's really white.
Yeah. No.
He burns.
Well,
Bad. My burns I'll burn.
Probably thinks about the sun and he burns.
Yeah. Poor Joey got his skin.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And I'll burn, but then the next day I'll wake up and it's a tan.
Yeah.
So I'm really bad with sunscreen.
Well,
I've gotten better.
But I've gotten better since that,
Yeah.
I will say. But we didn't grow up with put on sunscreen.
No, I don't think I put on sunscreen till I was 36 years old. I'd put baby oil on.
Oh, yeah. Get that tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd lay out in my backyard with our bikinis and put baby oil on. And
100%. Yeah.
I don't. No, we never had sunscreen.
That wasn't really a thing.
No.
But now for my kids, I'm like lather.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now Sean. And then he'll be like, did you put on sunscreen? No. Spray me.
I'll put, when Taylor was little, I put it on her just because I I hated seeing my kids sunburn.
I know.
So I'd put it on her, but I'd forget sometimes too. But I bought her a lot of like the t-shirt
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And she, for like the first, I bet just 6
Oh,
or
gosh.
7 years of her life, she was terrified of water.
Oh.
So we would never be out in water or, I mean, she'd be out riding and stuff, but nothing like horrible or in like swimsuits and stuff. So plus she never really burned. She got my skin.
Yeah.
So she never burned. Jolyn, on the other hand, man, 15 minutes out in the sun and she's fried.
Yeah.
She's had to stay home from school a couple times
Oh.
because her back got so burnt.
Ouch.
Yeah, she fries. I feel so bad for her. We were down at Disney.
Oh no.
I knew the sun down there is way stronger, so I had sunscreen and I put it on her all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was like because she would sweat but her nose
Oh yeah.
got it so bad it blistered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I felt so bad, but I'm like, I don't know what else. I was putting it on her. Pretty soon I started renting those carts, like the stroller carts.
Yep.
And I was like, don't get out unless you have to. Because her nose was so burnt.
Yeah. Actually, really funny story about that. Sean's cancer doctor,
Mm-hmm.
when we went to Disney after his treatments, but we had a checkup, and apparently she knows everything about Disney. She gave us the best advice ever of renting a double stroller with this company. They deliver it to your hotel room, and then you can bring it in everywhere. And then they pick it up from your hotel when you're done.
Really?
The best $100 I've ever spent. Yeah, so we had a double stroller for a week, so could throw all of our bags and everything.
Yeah.
But then also the kids. Yeah.
Yep.
That was.
Yeah, when we would rent those things, it was
Kept
so
Caleb in there.
nice.
Yeah.
Because I had a backpack the whole time, and I had
Oh.
everything in the backpack.
Yeah.
And, man, when we got that was game changer.
100%. You go to Disney, get a stroller, even if
Yeah.
you don't have kids for the stroller.
Yeah.
Worth it. Like, if you're carrying waters and stuff, like, yeah. I had heavy backpacks. And
I think Jolyn was 6 when we went. And, yeah, like, I should have brought one, even to begin with.
Well, I didn't think about it, because, I
No.
mean, Mason was 6, and Caleb was probably maybe just 4. Anyways, but old enough where, like, stroller's not top of my mind.
Yeah.
And so I was like, are we really going to... Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Even if it was just... Well, I'd never go to Disney by myself, but if I were to...
I don't know if I'll go back. It was cool.
It was good. The boys really want to go to, they have like Mario Land now or something.
Oh, okay.
Which would be, that looks fun. I don't think I'd go to like Disney World.
I'd go to Epcot.
Yeah.
We didn't go to that one.
We didn't either. The kids, I think, were too young to enjoy that.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, yeah, there's Mario World and that one looked cool. But,
That Universal Studios, we didn't go to that one either.
I think that's a part of the Universal now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were too young then too. So we did a day at Disney World or Magic Kingdom, I guess.
Yep, we did.
And then we did a day at Animal Kingdom, and that was fun.
Yep, we did that one too. And then we did another one. Hollywood Studios, is that one?
I think so.
We did 3 parks in 4 days.
Oh.
I was exhausted.
Oh, that makes me tired thinking about that. We were in Florida for a week, and then we did 2 park days, but we split them up.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad we did that.
Mm-hmm.
And we traveled with Sean's parents and his brother and sister-in-law, and like they wanted to go there right away. And I said, we have 2 young kids.
Yes.
You guys go whenever you want, and we will get there when we get there.
Yep.
and we will leave when we leave. Like we don't need to go at the same time because if my kids are tired, which they will be, we're gonna leave. We don't need crying kids to make things magical.
Yeah.
Like I'm not about that life. Like if they're crying, that's no fun. But
yeah.
I was really glad that we did do that because then they gotta stay and watch fireworks and all that, and we gotta do our thing too. And it was comfortable. It was fun though. Like Kayla was at the age where like, well, both of them were, where it was like still magical.
Yeah.
And, like the Disney princesses, and like you got all shy. And, yeah, it was cute.
We went with Jason's family, his 2 sisters, brother-in-law, and 2 other kids, and his mom. His mom, when she retired, was like, I'm taking everybody to Disney.
Oh, wow.
And she did. And it was the first time I had ever been on a plane.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, it was cool because, like, my kids had already been on a plane before, but, like, they got to see me experience it for the first time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and Jolyn would be like, Mom, it's okay.
Oh,
Mom, it's okay.
how sweet is that?
Because I was terrified.
Yeah.
But it was so, yeah, it was, I think everybody should go at least once.
I think it's an experience.
It's fun. Like our hotel, to get to Magic Kingdom, we got to take a boat ride.
Oh, yeah.
That was
cool.
We
did that too.
Yep. And then poor Jason's mom. Jason, all she wanted the whole time we were there was to be at Magic Kingdom when the fireworks were going off. Jason made her go on this ride, and she got motion sick and had to go back to the hotel because she was throwing up.
Oh, no.
I'm like, Jason! He's like, I didn't know she was going to get sick. So, but we could sit out on our balconies and see it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we got to watch fireworks every night. But
oh, fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. And the rain down there is no joke. Did it rain while you guys were down there?
I think it did one day, but we had pretty good weather. We went in November.
It rained one time when we were there at Magic Kingdom. No, Universal. We were at Universal. And it was the one night I had sent Jolyn home, or to the hotel, with Jason's mom and sisters. And me and Jason stayed there, and we had Taylor and our niece. And they took off to do their own thing. And Jason, we're like, oh, we could have like a little date. No, it like downpoured, and it downpoured so much. The water was coming up over the sidewalks and into the stores.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy.
Oh.
And Taylor was on a ride, but I think it was one of those like indoor rides.
Oh.
So
she didn't even know.
No, she's like, we come out and it's downpouring. And they both wear glasses.
Yeah.
And they had to take them off because they couldn't see with them on. And we're like trying to find them, but we didn't want to, we had no umbrella, nothing. But it's something she'll never forget.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I couldn't believe when it rained. It rained.
Okay, we didn't experience that.
No, like they were squeegeeing the water out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we had to pay $10 for ponchos. Totally worth it though. Yeah. I think we still have those somewhere.
Typical tourist.
Yeah, we were. It was cool though.
That's fun.
Yeah. So is that something like you guys did to celebrate? Or was it just like a...
No, it was something that we had wanted to do with the boys, and then we were talking with his family. And Sean does have a brother and sister-in-law who lives in Florida. And we had talked about that we wanted to do it, and then his parents have a timeshare, and one of the resorts is there in Orlando. And so we were like, well, would anyone else like to come? And they were like, yeah, it just turned into a family thing. And
that's cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
I bet the boys liked that too.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun. We took them to the beach for a day, and I wished it was warmer. It was, it was end of November, so we were there over Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
So, but they got to play in the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a cool experience.
Mm-hmm. That was my first time seeing the ocean because we drove up
Oh, yeah.
and we saw the ocean. And so my kids got to see me see the ocean for the first time. And yeah, it was
That's
really
cool.
cool. My kids travel more than I do. I don't like to travel much.
No?
I'm a homebody. I don't know. I left Grams a day early when we went last time.
Really?
Yeah. Well, part of it was because Joey. Because Grams is over Thanksgiving. And I kept the kids home because neither one of them wanted to go. And I was like, this is something I really want to do.
Mhm.
And I got invited to ROC. It was my first year racing. And I was like, I'm just going to go try it.
Yeah.
I just want to do it. And we left on Tuesday. And we were supposed to be gone till Monday. But Saturday night, I didn't make it past round 2. So Sunday we were just going to sit and watch.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. But then Joey texted me a really mean text on Saturday night. And I cried in the team tent. And I was like, I want to go home.
Oh. Yeah, that would.
So we did. We went home.
I would have wanted to go home too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Taylor doesn't mind if we're gone. Because, she's home alone. She gets to take care of the dogs. And
Yeah.
she's in her own little world then. She loves it. But Joey was still at that age where she wanted mom.
Yeah.
So that kind of...
Yeah. Had I not been with them, that would have been harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get home and it was like, she didn't want anything to do with me.
No, but she knew you were home.
Yep. Exactly. She got her way. Any advice or words for someone going through this? As a spouse?
It's take care of yourself too. And I think that goes for anyone being a caretaker in any regard.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of them. And actually, one big thing that started from that was my girlfriends took me to their parents' cabin.
Oh, cool.
For like a girls' weekend. Like you need just and actually we've continued the tradition every year since. And but anyways, that was, I didn't realize how badly I needed that until it's okay. Allow yourself some of that time. Allow yourself to feel feelings. Don't be Dr. Google.
No.
And yeah, a lot of people don't know what to say to you.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with for other people who know people and don't know what to say, you don't need to say anything. It's okay to say, how you doing?
Yeah.
But it's okay to be normal too.
Yeah.
Take one day at a time.
Like I had a buddy of mine, he lost his wife to brain cancer. And I had told him when we knew that she was going to be passing soon, I said, there's nothing I can say or do to make this better, to make you feel better. I said, but just know, you can call me and just cry. And I'm not going to say nothing. Like you just...
Yeah.
Just to be that shoulder so he didn't feel like he was on his own. So, yeah, I think it's hard for people to accept that and actually do it. Because I would text him every day for months.
And that's just it. Like, I never would have reached out and asked for help. But my mom being there really helped. Or there were times that my best friend came over and she's like, nope, I'm go take a shower, I got the kids, or I'm gonna make dinner. And okay, thanks. You know, because I at least naturally, you end up doing a lot more than you realize, and so not laying yourself. But I never would have called and said, hey, you know, can you even just come over? Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not one who I don't need sympathy. I don't.
No.
It's not about that. But knowing, to me though, knowing that I had someone to call, meant more to me than anything else.
Right.
I knew if I did call you, you would come, but
Mhm.
I'm probably not going to pick up that phone. So if you think someone needs help,
Just go.
just go.
Yep.
And no, nothing you say will ever make things better.
No.
So don't say things just to say things.
Right.
That's always the worst.
Yeah, it is.
That makes things awkward. Especially me. And then me with my awkward, dark jokes. Like,
Yeah.
my husband just has cancer. We're not contagious. Right. Yeah, it all comes out. But, yeah.
Yep. So, how did you guys get into BMX?
Chelsea and Josh. So Chelsea and I and Sean, we worked together in Winona. And I didn't realize how close she was here. And I was like, she's like, we're right down the road. Like, come watch a race sometime. And we did come watch a race a few years ago.
Yeah.
And, but neither boy was riding a bike yet. But I remember they were just like, whoa, this is so cool. And I was like, wow, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then Mason learned how to ride a bike, and so I signed him up for the community ed, I think it was the following year. He was obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
Obsessed. I mean, and then Caleb was like, nope, I don't want to do it. And I was like, well, that's fine, And then he started doing the Strider, and then he was like, nope, I want to be on the big track. I'm like, well, I get that, buddy, but you have training wheels.
Yeah.
We literally went home from his first Strider, and he taught himself how to ride a two-wheeler. And I think there was a team practice the next day. He was out on the track. So anyways, Chelsea and Josh got us in, and I don't think we've left the track.
No,
since.
No. It sucks you in.
Yeah, it is. That's where it's weird now when you're not there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it's so fun.
Oh, it's as an adult, I think this was the biggest thing. As an adult, it's hard to make friends, and we moved up here, and we have our friends, but like meeting more, feeling like a community and things like that. We didn't have that, but like ever since, everyone was so welcoming,
mm-hmm.
and it's really community. It is. Especially this day and age, like I don't even let my kids out of my sight at the park.
Right.
But at BMX, at our track, if I don't have my eyes on you, I'm not concerned.
No, because
you know the rules. You know you're not allowed to leave the building, and they don't. And I know everyone's safe. You get to learn people, and
mm-hmm.
And it's fun, and it's fun doing something with the kids. Like, I volunteer, and I'm on the board, but I love it because it's something my kids love to do. And there aren't many family activities.
No.
Even though I don't ride, I try and stay involved in other ways, but like we get to be there together.
Yeah.
And I love that. Yeah. And like last year, I remember being like, before we started, we're like, well, we don't want every weekend to be, especially during the summer, our vacations. And here I am saying, we're not even going to do our 10-year year because grants. But like last year, when we went with the Moas, and we each had our campers, and we made a vacation out of it. We went to Oshkosh that first weekend and had fun and did the race, and then we split up. Then we went and spent some a few days with my mom in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And then we met back, like we just made a whole thing of it, and it was so much fun, and the kids just love it. Like, there's sports where parents are like, you gotta do this, and I'm not saying that's not in BMX. What I'm saying, because there are very much so those parents.
Yes.
It's gross. But our boys, we have to say, no, you cannot go to practice on Tuesday nights because you're too tired.
Yeah.
No, you cannot. And they'll say, but you just don't want us to get better. You just don't want us to have. No, you are 6 and 8. Your body needs to rest, my dear.
Yes. Yeah.
And so, yeah, they love it. They're the ones who drive it. We said, what do you guys... Oh, we want, now this year, now that they know what everything is, we want to earn a state plate. We want a gold cup plate. And I'm like, I thought we were going to pick one. But no, well, here we are.
We'll be at the rate. I want a state and gold cup. Too.
Well, there you go. We'll travel around it. Yeah, that's how we got involved. And it's just, to think a year and a half ago, I didn't know what a moto was. And here I am on the board.
Yeah.
So
I was telling my friend that BMX, I wish I would have found it when I was younger.
Yeah.
Not almost 40. Because I think it would have helped me a lot when I was younger. But just the community, like, you don't even have to have a kid that rides. If you want to race, you can race. Like, my kids don't ride. My oldest does not come watch me. Taylor. I do wish she would, but, like, my youngest comes every weekend, and she goes and hangs out with her friends she's met there, and my husband's got friends, I got friends, and it's nice to go somewhere where you feel welcomed.
It's a community.
Yes.
Yeah, and you don't even have to be on a team, but our team is a family, and I love that. I love that. And especially like Joey, she's so comfortable, she knows that if she can't find you or Jason, she could come up to me for anything, or Clarissa, or whatever.
Yeah.
But my boys too, I mean, not every day's easy.
No.
But they're like, no, we got it, and so it takes a village, and it is a village, and I love that.
Yes.
I love that. And everyone, I think one of the first things that made me really appreciate the community was the first crash we watched, and how it wasn't a terrible one, but they got the kid back up and riding.
Yep.
And everyone clapping. I love it every time when someone's down, everyone's cheering everyone on.
Yep.
And I love it. I mean, you have your bad apples, but you have so many great apples.
Yeah. And with crashes, if somebody...
Oh, don't do that.
I'm sorry. If somebody crashes really bad and they gotta be taken out by ambulance, which does happen, they still get the cheers and the claps. And the people that they sit by will get all their gear up and all their stuff together, and they help them or their families get it all where it needs to go. Like, you are never alone.
No.
So that's what's really nice. And I went to a state race this year, and I had to go by myself because Jason was at a show.
That, yeah.
And Jason wanted me to make sure some of our team was going to be there because it was just like the day before something. I had crashed at that track. And I told him, I was like, yeah, this person's going to be there, this person's going to be there. He's like, okay, I feel better now. So I was like, well, you were worried? He's like, yeah, you crashed yesterday. Like, to me, it was no big deal until I got on the track. Then I got scared again. But yeah, it's just nice because I know that I'll have people there if I do crash. And Jason or Joey's not there. Like, I'll have people there to help me. And that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, and not only like on the track, but like how many new experiences. Like last summer, we got to come and watch some of the girls' shows.
Oh, yeah.
Which was so much fun. Like, I don't know how else I would have gone to, like, I can't wait to do that again this summer.
Yep.
And Joey, you're still going to teach me how to barrel race.
She will.
So, you know.
She did say something about
Did
it.
she?
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I mean, I invited like, I think you came to one.
We came to two.
Two. Yep. And then
Doug.
Kara and Doug and Tony came to one. Doug's came to a couple because of Lily.
Oh, yeah.
Lily always wants to go. So yeah, I mean, Brienne's came to some, but she
She's
also
the host,
shows.
yeah.
So it is.
But it's fun. It's just
Yeah.
cool. Like, it's a good experience. You meet lots of people that you might not have met otherwise.
No.
Yeah. And you bond over something that, yeah.
It is so fun.
Yeah, it's cool. Culture clashes, like, you know, you all bring something in a good way. Like,
Yeah.
you all bring something different because, like, our jobs wouldn't have necessarily brought us together. Or
No.
our kids are different ages, you know. So, it's very cool.
Yep. This is the first time, I think, in my life that if you look through my text messages, it's more girl text messages than me texting boys because I actually have girlfriends. Like, I told Jason, I was like, I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I have more girlfriends now. So, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you have anything else? No?
Do you have anything for me?
I don't think so. I think we covered it all. BMX. We did that. Yeah, we covered it all. I think that's it.
Cool.
Perfect.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Now I'll get Sean over here one day.
Yeah, yeah. Hi. Payback's a bitch. Yeah, can't wait to see what stories he tells me.
He's gonna find a really embarrassing one. He's like,
I'm not even gonna
him.
tell him I said this, so I'm just gonna
He'll
wait it out.
He'll find out on Wednesday when I post it.
Oh gosh.
So,
All right.
thank you. Go out and make the week your bitch. Bye.